Hey, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, man, it's GTO, and this is Vibes, super big vibes. Big vibes with your boy GTO, and today, man, we gotta talk about it, Neyo. So Neyo is in the news because of some comments he made during an interview on Vlad TV. And he was basically just saying that kids shouldn't be faced with the tough task or that responsibility of being able to change their gender. And I want to start by saying I totally agree with that. You know, so many double standards in this world and things that we have going on. Like, you can go to the military at 18, but you can't drink until you're 21. You know, it's those things like that. And then we have this issue where the only thing he's saying is that, at least wait until that child is an adult before they make that decision, and I totally agree with that. Something he was saying, and I quote this: "I just personally come from an era where a man was a man and a woman was a woman, and there wasn't but two genders, and that's just how I rocked." He said, "Now you could identify as a goldfish if you feel like. I don't care. That ain't my business. It becomes my business when you try to make me play the game with you. I'm not going to call you a goldfish, but if you want to be a goldfish, you go be a goldfish. We live in a weird time." And I totally agree with that. There's a lot going on because, we really don't, if we really stop and think about this, people who want to identify what they identify as that's perfectly fine. But we can go down this road where tomorrow I can say I'm this, and today I was this, and I totally understand that. It's like it's getting too complicated, too nuanced, with these things. And he also said that he respects everybody, and that's the big thing. We can have differences of opinions as long as we're not being disrespectful. I don't see what's wrong with that. We can have differences of opinions. We're not being disrespectful, not being hateful, because hate of any kind should not and definitely will not be tolerated, especially with me. We don't do that. But certain things I'm not going to rock with, I'm not going to agree with. But I'm still going to treat you with respect, treat you with dignity, treat you with kindness. And that's all it takes. So, this whole thing, I think it's blown all out of proportion. He's issued an apology, and I have an issue with that as well. It's kind of like, can't really say what you want to say anymore. You can't really express how you feel. Everybody comes after you, they attack you, and then you have to issue an apology. You didn't really say anything bad. Really, if you think about it, I think that's the best way to go about it. And I'm not saying that these identity issues are not complex. Let me just put that out there. I'm not saying that, but I do feel like if someone has to be 21 to drink, 18 to go into the military, we should at least put those same parameters in place before one of those decisions are made. Because, at one point, a child may be feeling like this or going down this path, and then, as they get older, they may progress in a different way. And that's a life-changing decision that, can't be reversed. Once it's done, especially if you reassign genders and all these things, it can't be undone. And I'm not saying that in some cases it's not needed, and I don't have all the answers as well. But at least if we're going to put parameters in place for things like drinking alcohol, things like going to the military, things like before you get your driver's license, why don't we have things in place for that as well? Unless, it comes down to it's a life-threatening issue, under the advice of a doctor, and they are advising that this is something that really needs to be done. If it doesn't need to be done, in my personal humble opinion, wait until that individual is an adult before that is done. So, hats off to Neyo, man. Neyo, you apologize, but I really feel like you didn't say anything wrong. You weren't disrespectful. You were just saying that, look, parameters need to be in place. And I totally agree. Again, you know, it's a touchy subject. Totally understand that. But I just wanted to comment on that, man, because it's getting out of hand, you know, and it's getting to a point where, you know, it's going to really be, you know, people going to switch up anytime they want to, switch up to benefit them, not benefit them. It's just going to be like, I want to be this today, I want to be this tomorrow. And then, like he said, people want others to play in that ballpark, and some people don't want to play in that ballpark, and we have to be respectable of those who don't want to play in the ballpark, that are being respectable, not coming from a hateful place or anything. They just have their own standards and their own beliefs as well, and we have to respect that as well. But hey, it's your boy, it's GTO, Vibes with GTO, big vibes with GTO. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, more content on the way, man. Hey, let's go.